Hi, my name is Sarah. Welcome into the channel. I am an attachment style specialist, transformational hypnotherapist, and mindset mastery coach. And this is just a short, dedicated video, sort of like a love letter from your dismissive avoidant ex. And I'm doing this completely off the cuff, but it's something that's heavy on my heart and it's in my mind right now. And there's one sentence that I want to preface this entire thing off of. And it's this. This is what they would say to you if they could, but we know that they can't because they have their own internal limitations. I didn't know how to ask you to stay. So just let that sink in for a second. I didn't know how to ask you to stay. Like let that hit on an emotional level. I wanted to ask you to stay. I didn't feel worthy of asking you to stay. I felt like you would be better off without me. I felt like I couldn't give you what you needed or wanted. I felt so incredibly defective at my core that I didn't even know how to show up to be a good partner, that I did it again. I feel so much shame inside for the way that I acted, for the confusion that I caused, that I don't even think that I deserve to be in your life at all. So I'm just gonna disappear and go quiet, and you're gonna wonder what happened to that loving, affectionate, kind, funny, fun-loving person that adored you that you met in the beginning of the relationship. And I'm not gonna have an answer for that because I don't even know where that person went. Something happened along the way and I just realized that we weren't compatible anymore. But it doesn't mean that I love you any less. It sort of means that I don't know what to do with that love and I don't know what to do with those feelings. And so it's safer for me to sit in the silence and watch you from afar. Because truly, I want you to be happy. And I just couldn't make you happy. I didn't understand you. I didn't understand your demands and your needs. I felt attacked. And I didn't know how to validate your feelings. And so I often just attacked back, or I just measured your attacks with silence and I walked away and left you to wonder where I was, what I was doing, who I was with. Maybe you thought I was cheating on you. Maybe you just thought that I'd lost interest in you. All those times where you asked me to show passion, where did the intimacy go? Why don't you approach me anymore? Are you not attracted to me? And I didn't know what to say because the truth is that I was wildly attracted to you and I still am. But that scared me. That intimacy, your desire and need for it. I don't know what to do with that kind of stuff because when things get real and real life happens and stress happens, I just shut down. It's just my method of protecting myself. I shut down because that's what I learned. That's what my parents taught me to do through their own avoidance. And so when you had demands of me, my nervous system just completely crippled on me. And so I would just go off and be alone and try to regulate myself. And then I would come back and feel okay. And then you would still be angry or upset because we never resolved anything. Somehow I thought that just because I felt better when we had some space between us, that maybe you felt better too. The truth is that only made things worse, and I can see that now, that what you really needed was my presence. What you really needed was for me to be a safe space for you to express yourself, to communicate what you were feeling, and to let me know that you felt unheard and unseen and unloved. But every time you said that to me, I just felt attacked. It felt like a personal attack, like you were stabbing me with a knife in my heart or in my gut. And it just reminded me of my defectiveness, of all the ways I've disappointed everybody in my life, how I've never been enough, not even for myself, definitely not for my dad or my mom. You reminded me of all the ways in which I was failing. And now our relationship is just another failure. And so I just didn't know how to ask you to stay. And I just watched you walk away and walk out of my life. And I pretended like I was okay with it. Pretended to be strong and unaffected. But as you packed your belongings and You said your goodbyes. I knew that you wanted me to beg you to stay, and I didn't. My pride got the best of me. My ego, my own limitations. I was screaming inside for you to stay, but the words just wouldn't come out. I couldn't say it. So I just said it to myself, and I cried silently to myself with a pillow. And the very day that you left, I fell apart, except nobody ever saw it, because I did it when everyone else was asleep. And I just cried and cried and cried. And tears for the little boy who doesn't feel worthy, or the little girl who feels unworthy, who feels just defective and wrong at her core, like it's wrong for being me. For the teenager who was overlooked or bullied. And for the adult who just can't quite get it right in relationships, who always disappoints somebody. Who just keeps going round and round and round in the same cycles. And I see now that I have to look at myself, that I can no longer blame people outside of me like you or anyone else for what happened, that I have to look within, but it's so painful that I would rather just look away. I would rather pretend or avoid or dismiss or shrink or just stay silent. I would rather distract myself with things that feel kind of good, because I don't even know how to feel good. I only know how to feel okay. And with you, I felt good. But deep down, I knew that I wasn't enough, that I wasn't worthy of this kind of love, of this kind of devotion. And so I sabotaged it silently. That part of me, that inner saboteur, came out to sabotage everything good, to reject the love, to reject the connection, to reject the loyalty. Maybe I even accused you of cheating when maybe I wasn't the one cheating, but I was the one cheating myself and cheating you out of this relationship, out of this promise that we made to each other. And the truth is I've never felt good enough. I've always felt overlooked. And I feel like I'll spend the rest of my life just trying to prove myself to my dad or my mom and failing. And maybe I'll convince myself that the next person or the person after that or the person after that is the right one. But I know ultimately that I'm going to repeat the same thing over and over again. It's my own personal hell that I don't know how to get out of. But it's not for you to throw your life vest to me and risk your own sanity and health and healing to try to save me. I don't want you to save me. You're a beautiful, amazing, incredible human being. Go live your life. And if I heal and I do the work, I would love it if you kept your door open just a crack, even just for a conversation one day. But don't wait around for that to happen, because I can't make any promises. And I won't make you any promises, and that's an act of love. And in fact, I tell myself that leaving is an act of love, that me leaving and walking out of your life is the most extreme act of love that I could offer you at this point. Just staying away, not hurting you anymore, not causing any more distress or trauma or pain. That my presence causes more pain than my absence. But on some deeper level, I know that's not true, because I long for what we had, for the dream that we shared. And I'm really sorry that I couldn't be the person that you needed me to be, that I can't even be the person that I need myself to be. I'm sorry I failed you and I failed us. I don't know what else to say. I didn't know how to make you stay. Love, your dismissive avoidant ex.